Good morning. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Life of Deja. And today we're gonna be doing our makeup. Yeah, I said it. We're gonna be doing our makeup, and I'm excited. So it's gonna be my very realistic, like when I'm doing my face to go out or to be cute or whatever. So if you want to see how I go from looking like this to this, if you want to see how I got looking like this, then please stay tuned. We are starting off. I'm gonna have to watch my roll. I'm a little nervous about that, you know. But we are gonna be starting off today with our makeup. Of course, my teeth are brushed, mouth is fresh, face is washed and moisturized, and we are ready to go ahead and jump in and get started. So let me scoot a little closer. I'll zoom in and cut it later, but you know, we kind of rocking with this angle. I'm in my bedroom today because my office, my work computer and stuff is set up, so it would have been too much to try to like take all of that down, and you know, so we move. So I'm hoping I'm gonna remember all my steps. I am a bit nervous, like it's my first time, well, not my first time doing my makeup on camera, but probably like my third. But as you can see by my channel, those videos never came to light because they just was, I felt like they was everywhere. So we're gonna try to be a little bit structured today. I have everything laid out. There's no digging and looking and searching. So we're gonna move. And if I'm looking down a lot or looking to like the left and to the right, the mirror that I have is right under the camera because the way the camera is kind of set up. So hopefully that's okay, and hopefully, you know, we can move. Let me, because yeah, the way it was, the way it needed to be set up in here, this is the best I could do. So we're gonna go ahead and let's jump into it. Let me stop rambling. Been rambling for like 5 minutes already, so let's go ahead and do it. So first, what I like to do, of course, my face is washed and prepped, like it's moisturized, so we're good there. I like to start off first by taking just like a paper towel, and I'm just gonna wipe off my eyebrows a little bit because I don't want them too moisturized when I do them, and I start my makeup with my eyebrows because they are the thing that takes me the longest. They're the thing that is my trouble spot. So I'm gonna hold this mirror up over here and I'm gonna fill in my brow, and the pencil that I'm gonna be using is this Benefit Cosmetics Gimmie Brow and volumizing pen, and I have it in the shade number 5. Now I'm gonna be honest, this and the shade that I have is 5. So I'm gonna be honest, this is not my favorite brow pencil to use for my brows. Let me turn my phone on vibrate because, but yeah, this is, to be honest, this is not my favorite brow product. My favorite product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. That's my favorite brow pencil, favorite brow product. I tried to switch it up and get something new, and this is okay, but it's a little too dark for me, for my personal taste, but we'll work it out and blend it out so that it's not bad. And then also, it's just, I don't know, it's just not it's not what I expected. You know, it's more crayon pencil than, you know, the Brow Wiz is more so creamy. So I don't necessarily know if I could do my brows on camera, but I'm gonna just be quiet for a little bit and we're gonna try to do this. So let's see if I can do it using this mirror down here, because that's the mirror I need to be using anyway. So we're just gonna take it, and to be honest, when I say I need my eyebrows threaded, it's an understatement. I need my eyebrows threaded. And I know you're probably looking like, you barely have eyebrows. Like, what you threading, sis? Boo-boo. I need them threaded. Because when they threaded, you can see them more. They're a bit more filled in. They look a bit more visible on my face. So yeah, I need them threaded. And I'm just following the natural shape of my brow. One thing about me is that my brows always start off super thick and sometimes super dark. But then once I kind of get into them and clean them up, then they come out looking a lot better than they did when I first started. So I'm just doing the bottom, carrying it through, and then I kind of color up or shade up, just doing some strokes because I don't have much eyebrow hair. And then I come in the front and I like to do a straight or slanted line up and then curve it over into the rest. And I'm doing strokes that are lighter in the front of my brow and going a bit heavier with the pressure towards the end because I want the end to be darker and fuller, but the front to be more ombre. So I know I'm looking crazy. I know, trust me. And believe it or not, we're gonna come in more. We're coming into the inner more. This is the brow that always is like, I'll work with you. I wanna look good. I'll be your friend or whatever. My right brow is that for me. My left brow is the brow that's like, wow, it don't care. It don't wanna have structure. It don't wanna have form. It don't wanna look like nobody but itself. Like it wants its own personality, its own shape, color, thickness, ombre. Like it want to do its own thing. Like it pretty much wants nothing to do with the right brow. And sometimes the left brow be on to something. I ain't even gonna hold you. Left brow be doing it sometimes. It be doing it for me sometimes. And then other times it just be, it be wilding. All right. So now that I have it kind of like this, we're gonna take the spoolie side of the brush and of the pencil, and we're just gonna blend the product in, especially in the front. It's not much hairs to blend in, but we're gonna blend the ones that we have in a little bit. And now we're gonna go ahead and grab my new favorite concealer, which is, so I don't knock everything over. I don't know why I stood stuff up instead of laying it flat. That would make too much sense. But my favorite concealer right now is this Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer, and I have it in the shade 35N. So this is the concealer that I'm gonna be using today. And again, I have it in the shade 35N. I'm gonna hope it focused. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of this concealer and also the foundation that I'm gonna be using for today, which is my favorite foundation, which is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is in the shade Nude Caledonia Deep 2. So this is Nars foundation. And again, my shade is New Caledonia Deep 2. Now, I will say, I think I have gotten, this is a bit light for me now. Since moving to Texas, I have gotten a bit tan, a bit darker, and I love that for me. But my I have to get a new foundation pretty much. But I'm scared to test out a new one because I love this one so much, and I could just, ooh, it poured out. It's okay, I'll need it for my foundation in a second. But I love this shade, and I love everything about this foundation, and I can go get a new color, and I'm just fearful that the color, because it took me, I feel like, forever, like, to find a shade that I'm happy with. So it's been nerve-wracking. I'm just nervous that the next shade is gonna be too red or too warm or too yellow, and I'm just gonna have to go through this playing around thing again with trying to find out what shade is my true shade for foundation. So I'm just gonna take this angled brush. This is just some brush brand my grandma got off of, I think, Amazon. It was like a Christmas gift. Oh no, I think I bought this brush. I got this brush off of Amazon. I'll put the links in the description. I mean, it's a brush set. You know, it's okay. I've been moving with it, but it's just this angled brush. Just this angled brush. And I have just a little bit of that foundation and a little bit of that concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna mix the two. So I'm gonna take some concealer, place it here, and just bring in a little foundation because I don't want crazy super highlighter brows. So I want to mix my foundation with a little bit of concealer to like lighten it up a little bit, but not too much, but make it darker than my actual concealer shade because I don't want the highlighter brows. So this part I'm gonna have to focus. I don't know, I'm gonna be looking down because I gotta look into the big mirror. I gotta get myself right, okay? Momento. I'm so sorry. I had a phone call that I had to answer, and I'm gonna pay the price because my concealer has done dried down a bit on me. So we're just gonna so we move. this is definitely giving my first tutorial, my first little we not serious over here is what I'm getting at. This is not a serious channel. I mean, it's a I'm not even gonna try to explain myself because it would get worse. I'm using this e.l.f. concealer brush now to blend out the under eye concealer. We just gonna keep pushing this concealer brush to blend out this under eye concealer. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just do my eyebrows off camera, or I'm gonna just be quiet because obviously I need to focus on what I'm doing. And on the tops of my eyebrows, I am going to use this same brush. I'm going to wipe off that product on just a paper towel. And I'm going to use my foundation color on top. It's 2023. We don't need no highlighter brows. Those went out, what, 2017, 2018? Something like that. Yeah, we gotta do brows off camera. We not a girl that can do brows on camera, and that's fine. Okay, so we have on our brows, or we have some brows. My brows, I don't really say they're done until the end, because after I do my foundation and stuff, I'll go back in and like fill them in a little bit more or touch them up wherever they need to be touched up. But for now, these are the brows that we have. I ain't gonna lie, I was struggling today. I don't know if it was the nervousness, I don't know if it was the distraction of the phone call, but these are not, you know, my best brows, but you know, we move. So now we are going to do our foundation after the brows. So up next, we're going to go into primer. So my favorite primer to use, I want to try the Milk or the e.l.f. The Hydro Grips that they have, but right now my favorite one to use, because I am an oily person, like I could bottle my oil, my face oil, like I could bottle it, but I would never need it, like, but it's so oily, so shiny, like I don't know, I just produce so much oil. But my favorite primer to use right now for that is the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control. I have this little travel size one I'm gonna be using today, and a little goes, and y'all see I had to wipe the makeup off the back of my hand because it got on my robe, and I was real hurt about that, but it is what it is. So the robe is gonna go right in the wash after this, so please don't mind that if you see it. But so yeah, we're gonna take just a little bit of this, and actually before we go into that, we're gonna use this Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur, and we're gonna place this one on our eyelids. So we're gonna do just a little dab, about that much. It's clear so you probably can't see. We're just gonna do a little on this eyelid and a little on this eyelid, and we're just gonna rub that in so that we can prime our eyes. So now that that's in, we're gonna take a little bit of our concealer and a little bit of our foundation, and just do like a little dot on the back of my hand again, because we're gonna use this on our eyelids to prime. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. Dang, baby, all I need is a little bit. So once we kind of have about a little bit more like in there, so about this much of each product, just a little foundation, a little concealer. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. brush. It doesn't say the type of brush it is, but it's like this little brush here. It's, you know, pretty fluffy. And we're gonna use this brush to blend these two together, and then we're gonna use that to prime our eyes. So we're just gonna take the brush, blend the two colors together. We get this color, and we're just gonna do that on our eyes. And we're gonna take it up into our brow, because this is the same color that I use underneath my brows to define them. Excuse my creaky, crunchy chair if you hear it. I'm just patting or brushing, you know, whichever way. Circular motion, kind of whatever feels good, whatever feels comfortable. I do a lot of different things. Okay. And I make sure to take this to the inner parts of my eye, on the bridge or the sides of my nose. Okay, so now we are looking like this. We have our eyes primed, and now we're gonna set our eyes. And I'm gonna take just this small little beauty blender that I have. Take some of the Mercier translucent honey powder and go. And again, it's in the shade translucent honey. And we're just gonna do just a little dab in. And just the bare minimum to set our eyes. We don't want a lot. Just enough to get the job done. And I'm pressing it into my eyes to make sure that it's, you know, pressed in, it's good, it's in the place that I want it. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our eyeshadow. I like to do eyeshadow, I like to do eyes before I go into foundation. And today, how are we feeling? So I have this Impressed You Beauty Glaze palette from Amazon. I got this, I can't even talk about how long ago, probably, to be honest. And we're gonna come into this palette here, and we're gonna grab the shade. These shades don't have a name. Like, if they do, I don't have the thing that had the names on them anymore. But again, this is what the palette looks like on the inside. Has some beautiful colors. Okay, and we're gonna take our brush. We're gonna take this fluffy brush here. And again, this one is also from Amazon, an Amazon brush set. And we're gonna go into a transition shade. So we're gonna take, we're gonna take this nice little reddy color here on this corner, this one. We're gonna pick up some, and we're gonna put that as our transition shade for our eyes. It's a little bright, but it's still cute. And we're just gonna place this, I'm just gonna place this all over my eye. I'm doing a different eye than my go-to eye today, I feel. We'll kind of see how I'm led, what the day, what it brings me to. Who knows? Who knows what color we're going for, colors we're getting into, the aesthetics, the vibe. I didn't pick this out beforehand. It would have probably saved me some time and some thinking on the moment, in the moment, but we're just gonna do this. And I like to sweep it in as close to my brow as I want it, like right above, like this is my crease, so like right in that crease area and a little above it. And then I also like to bring it all over my entire lid as well. Because this is gonna be our base in the background. Okay. And make sure you get it into your inner corners. Should we do a purple? Should we do a pink? So that's kind of how that shade looks. Gonna blow. And so now, debating what I want to do, because I also have this nice little Revlon palette, and this purple shade looks pretty gosh darn cute. It doesn't show me the name of the shade, but this is the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Contour Kit, and this is Romanticism 540. So this is kind of what it looks like, and this is the back. And I'm thinking about going in with shade number 2. What do you think? Shade 2? You feeling shade 2? I think it'll be cute. Yeah, let's do a little bit of shade 2. But before we do shade 2, I kind of want to smoke it. So we're gonna go back into this Impressed Glaze palette, and we're gonna get this little angled brush, angled fluffy brush. Okay. And we're gonna go into the darkest brown that they have, which is this brown right here. And we're just gonna pick up a little. We're gonna dust it, and we're just gonna pack it into our outer corner. Let me make sure I'm getting some. Pack it into my outer corner and bring it very strategically, keeping it sweeping motions in my crease. Okay, so again, placing it on my corner so I can really pack it in and get it kind of pigmented but not too much, and then gently sweeping it into my crease. Okay, and I don't want like a crazy deep dark smoky eye, which is why I'm going in with this shade of brown instead of like the darkest brown that I have, or a black, because I just want like a gentle smoke, but still it's smoked, if that makes sense. So packing it on, and I should just do brown, but I'm gonna keep going. My go-to, normally my day-to-day, my go-to is this brown here, and I'll just put it over my entire eye. This brown here, and I'll put it over my entire eye. But we're going in with this brown instead because it's a bit deeper, a bit darker. And again, we're going right into our crease. We're packing it on the outside corner, and then we're gonna go sweeping motions to keep it in our crease. Making sure we get some color. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to take that Revlon in the number 2 from this palette. This is the back. And we are going to take a more dense brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's an eyeshadow brush. It doesn't say eyeshadow brush though. So it's just this e.l.f. brush. It's a bit denser, as you can see. And we're gonna use that to kind of get the color on our eyelids. So again, we're going in with that purpley peachy shade. It has a good little transfer. And we're just gonna come into our eyelid, just under where we put that dark color on the crease, and focusing it on the inners. Okay, so that's kind of what we have right now. And that's just from one dip. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna get in here with this color, dust off the excess, and come in here. My phone will be blowing up any other day. I start recording something, everybody wanna talk to me. What was you when I ain't had nobody to talk to? Okay, so now we're just gonna take a quick gander at my other mirror, see how that's looking. And I'm loving it. I don't know about how y'all feeling, but I'm loving it. I do, however, want to darken the smoke a little bit. I'm feeling a little risky. So I'm gonna go into the smoke, to this. I'm not gonna go into my deepest, darkest black. I'm gonna go into this like washed out one that's a little bit beside it. Same brush I used earlier to smoke it. And I'm just gonna more so pack it on the outer corner to kind of make it a little bit darker. Like hopefully you can see the difference on the outer corner. Because again, I don't want it too black. I don't want to go too dark today. Okay. And make sure we drag a little bit in. Not picking up any more, but just dragging whatever's left on the brush in a little bit. So it's just like that. And now I'm gonna take just a little bit more of that purple shade because it's so pretty. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to the top to kind of really bring in the color. Okay. And lastly, we're gonna take our transition shade in that first palette again, which was this last one here. And we're just gonna get a little bit and just try to blend everything in together because we don't want any harsh lines. So come in with the transition a little bit, going where the transition goes, and also coming down into the darker part a little bit, making sure everything blends pretty nicely. And now I'm gonna take just this brush. It's like another fluffy brush. It's nothing on this brush, and I'm just gonna come over a little bit more to kind of make everything blend a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so there we have the eyes. We're gonna go with that. And lastly for the eyes, or lastly right now, we're gonna take some liquid eyeliner. I'm going on in with Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner, and this is in the color Blackout. All right, and we're just gonna do a thin line of eyeliner. You know how you start off with a thin line and it just out of nowhere becomes this thick thing? So we'll see. I don't want too much liner. Okay, so there we have one wing. Now the hard part is making the other eye look like that. Okay, so there's my wings. Just something not too crazy, but a little crazy. So we have that part done. So now that we have our that part done, we're gonna go into priming the rest of our face, which first I'm gonna wipe under my eye to make sure I don't have any fallout from the eyeshadow. Today we're gonna prime our face with the same primer we had earlier. We're gonna use this one, the Photo Finish. And just gonna do just a little bit all over the face. And we're just gonna rub it in. I like to concentrate it in my T-zone, the places that I get oily the most, which is under my eyes and on my nose, and then my forehead as well. Okay. And now we're gonna get our damp beauty blender. Beauty blender has already been rinsed. So I have my damp beauty blender, and we're going to go in with that foundation, same one as earlier, the Nars New Caledonia Deep 2. And I like to just go a little bit at a time, and it's spilling out because I had it turned upside down. So I just like to do one side of my face at a time. So making sure my trouble areas get some good coverage. And this is why I say it's my shade. So I feel like it's a little too cool. I feel like I'm a little bit warmer, but it's okay. And we're gonna make sure that we take it down over here and to the sides of our neck. So we wanna be blended. So now we're just gonna do some little lines here. and just a little bit on the forehead. And also go between my brows as well. To space them out just a little bit. Okay. So I'm the person that likes to check all throughout my makeup process in different mirrors and normally different lighting to make sure that I am blended, because I don't want to go outside looking crazy. I would hate to go outside thinking I look cute and I look crazy. Nobody wants that. Okay. And now I like to let that kind of sit in a little bit, and I like to go in and adjust my eyebrows at this time. So just little tweaks. All right, so now that we have that done and I made my adjustments to my eyebrows, they might be adjusted again later. My eyebrows are never finished until my face is finished. That's just me personally, because I'll look and then I want to make an adjustment. So now we're gonna go in with our concealer, and we are going to conceal our under eye just a little bit. Okay. Bridge of our nose. Oops, that line is a little off. And above our lip, and just a little dab on the chin. And that's it, that's all. And I go in with the same beauty blender that I use for my face, except now I'll use, this is the side for the foundation. Now I'll use this side, but doesn't really have much product on it, and I'll use this to blend out my under eyes. So I like to start off first in the smaller areas that don't need much work. Bridge of my nose. Okay. And now I like to do just a little extra concealer right here. And I'll let it dry down a little bit this time. And I'll use my, and that's just for my dark lines I feel like I have under my eyes. So now we're gonna use my Fenty matchstick, and this is in the shade Expresso. And we're gonna contour just a tad, side of the nose, well, button it a little bit more. And we're just gonna do just some light contour on the cheeks. To kind of bring them in a little bit. And then just a little on the forehead. And then that's it for me. That's all I contour. Okay. And we're gonna take our contour brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's a number 104. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one, but this is what it looks like. It's just a little dense brush. And we're gonna start off with the sides of our nose. Making sure and I like to brush my contour up into my cheek. And now we're gonna take that same beauty blender from earlier and we're gonna buff this out. We'll blend this out. And now we're taking the butt of our beauty blender to make sure it's all packed in. So now we're gonna go in with that small beauty blender from earlier and we're gonna take some Mercier, same setting pattern, and we're going to set our contour or set our highlight. bead on her forehead. Okay. And we're gonna let that bake just a little bit. And while that's baking, we're gonna go ahead and come in with our Sephora palette contour visage contour palette. I don't know how I set that right. And we're gonna come in with this deep dark color here to set our contour. Same brush, and we're gonna dip into this deep color here, and we're just gonna go over that contour very lightly because this deep color is pigmented. It is not here to play with me. Okay. Just a little bit goes a long way with this powder contour. And we're just gonna lightly set the places that we did it. Okay. And now we're gonna take just this fluffy angled brush that I have that also came in that set from Amazon, and we're going to dust off this you know, this highlight, this powder. We're gonna dust off the powder, and I'm using this One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder in the color Deep 2. So it's this nice little brownie color, and just very so lightly, barely tapping the pan or the powder. We're just gonna come in and we're just gonna dust that off. Pat it into our face. I'm sweeping towards my eye or towards my nose, and then I'm packing it in. And then I also like to take this as my setting powder for my whole face, and I just go over everywhere. And this time I am a bit more, add more pressure. I was gonna say rougher, but we're just gonna add more pressure to bring everything together. Making sure we get our chin coming down to the sides of our neck, going over our contour so it's not too crazy harsh. And we're almost done. We're almost done. The face is facing, is coming together. So now one of my newfound favorites is blush. So don't fry me for my blush. My mama got me this blush as a Christmas gift. It came in this kit from Ulta that had a whole bunch of different eyeshadows and lip glosses and palettes. So I'm gonna be using this matte nude pink blush here at the top. And let me take the top off. It's called Matte Nude Pink Blush, this top color here. It's a really beautiful pinky shade. And I'm taking just this brush that I got, that honestly needs to be thrown away by now, but I got it in an, what were those kits called? An Etsy kit? Not an Etsy kit. one of those makeup things where they, you know, you spend the money per month and then they'll send you different products every month. One of those. And I'm just gonna dab into this blush. As you can see, it picks up very well. And we're gonna become a blush girl. We're gonna brighten up and add some color into our face on the apples of our cheeks, and then fanning out a little bit. And I've been really getting into the blush. Like, I used to love blush, and then I stopped doing blush, and you know, people started using blush again, and I was like, I started getting into my makeup again, so it was like, I do like blush. I do love the rosy, pinky, cute little moment, you feel me? So really focusing it on my cheek apples and bringing it up, fanning it out just a little bit. And I think that's cute. Like, do you see the difference? Like, you know, it's cute. Blush is that girl. She's that girl. And I would love like a blush that's a bit more warm, like a bit deeper, like an orangey blush. I feel like that would look just gorgeous on me, because this like fuchsia, not fuchsia, but this like deep warm pink looks good. So I know that orange color is gonna look gorgeous. Also adding a little brush to our nose, bringing it all to tie in together. Okay. If you ain't smiling, if you ain't feeling yourself when you're doing your makeup, what are you doing? Okay, so we have our blush on, and now is the part of a little highlighter. Not a lot of highlighter, just a little bit. And this is not the shade I want to use, but I'm going to use this one because it's easy to apply. So this is the Malini Baked Bronzer in the color Soleil, number 5. I don't know, y'all. Okay, here it is. And this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. This case, I dropped it 1,000 times, so it's broken, but this is what it looks like. It's such a pretty color. And it comes with a little brush down at the bottom. So we're just gonna take it, because we just want just a little bit of gold, just a little bit of shimmer on the bridge of our nose, just a little, you know, a little pop of summer in there. And we're gonna highlight just a little bit in that blush, in that cheek. And you see how that it just takes the blush up just a little bit. It just brings it, I don't know, it just does it. It does it for me. I know you probably noticed the personality shift. You're like, girl, I'm a whole new woman when my makeup is on. Like, I'm the same girl, but I'm that girl. Like, because it's like, when my makeup on, how can I not feel super cute, super dainty in my feminine bag, you know? How can I not just feel amazing? And just a little on our Cupid's bow. To kind of make our lip pop. Okay. And I think we kind of have that. So lastly, I'm gonna take just this little spiral brush. And I like to do a little under my eyebrow still. I know people aren't highlighting the underbrow anymore, but I still like that little move, the little pop of color. I don't like the foundation or the concealery pop of color, but I love a little gold shimmer moment under the brow, in the brow. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm still rocking with it. It got me in the chokehold, I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the chokehold. All right, so our face is done. The only thing we need to do now is we're gonna come in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Wispy Lash Feather Effect Mascara by Revolution. I don't think y'all gonna be able to read that. Oh yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to read this one. There it goes. Okay, and we're just gonna apply some mascara to our lashes. And before I get too deep into this mascara, y'all, why didn't y'all save me? I just bought this new eyeliner. It's waterproof because the one I had was not waterproof, and I was feeling the not waterproofness of that one. So they put some tape all around it. They said you will not test this up in our store. So we're gonna try this out and see how this goes today. Let's see if we can open it. That'll be the test. That'll be the test. Can we get into it to use it? Can we get into it? Can we? We can. All right. It's feeling cream. It's not feeling waterproof, boo-boo. It's not feeling waterproof, boo-boo. It's not giving waterproof, boo. I'm scared. But let me do this real quick because I do want a little moment of okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous about this. Pray for me is all I got to say. And we're gonna take this Eco Tools brush. It's just like a flat stipple brush. I don't know. It's just very straight and flat. And we're gonna go into the purple shade that we put on our eyes, and we're just gonna put a little under our eye. That made sense to me. Just to, you know, tie it all together. I got a little mascara under my eye because I started working on that. But it's easy fix. So yeah, now we're back into that mascara that we talked about a little bit earlier. And we're just gonna do mascara. So that's on. And while I'm waiting for my mascara to kind of dry, I'm going to take that eyeliner from earlier and I'm gonna add back on my beauty marks that kind of disappeared. And it's one on my chin. And then one on my cheek. And after they dry, I'll go over with them with just a little bit of powder so they're not like crazy super dark. But our face is done. The only thing we need to do now is spray our face, put on our lashes, and do our lips. So I'm gonna get the lashes ready while we're doing our lips. And while we're waiting for our eyelashes to, you know, the mascara to dry. So I'm using these lashes from Amazon. I will put the link in the description. They are just some false wispy lashes. And they are gorgeous if I say so myself. Like, let's see. Look at how gorgeous these lashes are. Like, this is not even doing them justice. Like, do you see how wispy and beautiful they are? So we're gonna go in with this pair. Wait, how am I missing a, oh no. I don't know. But we're gonna go in with this pair here. Take them off. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have fixed my hair. I have put on those lashes. And now we're about to spray our face. And to set our face, we're going to be using the One Size Beauty On Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I swear by this stuff. When my friends came down here to Texas to visit me, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this one because of the lighting. Let's see. But when my friends came down here to Texas, when I say I had bought the mini, we all went back to buy full-size bottles because this stuff is fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and spray our face, but we're gonna move our hair. Shake it. Gotta breathe elsewhere. It smells good, but I ain't trying to be inhaling all those fumes, you feel me? So we'll fix our hair again. And yeah, now the only thing that is left, let me scoot you up just a tad. Now the only thing that is left is for us to do our lips. And I'm gonna do probably my signature, or not my signature, but my favorite lip combo, which is taking this Wet n Wild. It's actually an eyeliner pencil, and the shade is gone. Like, it's pretty much just a nice dark eyeliner pencil. I use eyeliner pencils on my lips, and this is the one that we're gonna go in with today. So we're gonna line our lips with this pencil. And now we're going to go ahead and go in with a nice like peachy color. The color that I love to use is this one, but it's all out, so let's not even bring her up. So we're gonna actually go in with this. This is a Absolute New York Perfect Pair Duo. And this is in the color Rosewood. So this is this one. And we're gonna go ahead and use the crayon side. Just a little bit of the darker side, and more of this pinky side. You know, you do a color and then you're not feeling it, so you gotta do something else. We're gonna get our lip liner base. Let's see if we can get into this pinky color. Not feeling those colors, so we'll take those off. But it did do like something cute. I think that's kind of cute, and I think that's gonna be a little too light. Okay, and I actually like this color. So what I did, you guys saw me go in with a little bit of this color, which is the red side, the deeper side, and then I went in with a little bit of the pinkier side, and it kind of stained my lips a little bit. And then I went in with a little bit of this Beauty Concepts in the shade Mocha. This also came in that Sephora gift from my mom like 2 Christmases ago, and it kind of gave me this nice little matte little nudish color, and I think it works perfectly with the blush and with the makeup just in general. I'm debating whether or not I want to put on just a little top gloss to it to kind of bring it up a little bit more. But I'm actually feeling it the way it is, so I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to test it with the gloss and then hate it. You feel me? So there's the lip, just a little bit more. Brown, I think, goes a long way. And then again, we're using the lighter side of this. And it gives us just-ish. And then just a little bit of this one, just a few dots. Little goes a long way with this, see? That was a little too much. I had it where I wanted it, and I went in and messed it up. Trying to add a little bit more. I think it's cute. You take off just a little bit. I think it comes out to be super cute. So Okay, so here we are at the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did filming it. I'm super excited to have finally recorded one of these videos and to actually be getting it out there. I hope that you think everything came out beautiful. I hope I'm well blended. I hope I look great. And you know, when you get your makeup on and you feeling like that girl, I'm wearing the pastels. The pastels and me, we are a vibe, okay? Can't nobody separate me from pastels ever, ever. Locked in, okay? If we locked in, ain't no switching up, me and pastels. But I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I will make sure to leave all the products and things that I use down in the description box below. I know that lip part was a little confusing, but it's pretty much you put it on to where I got it, where I wanted it, and then I kind of blotted it off a little bit so that it's more of a lip stain and it's a matte lip versus being more of a glossy lip that it was giving me. And I think it blends in nicely with the blush. I can add just a little bit more blush, you know, get it right where I want it. And I think it comes out nicely with the eyes. So I hope again you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these types of videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Be sure to subscribe. Come on, it's been a while. Bye. How do you not feel like a baddie when you have your makeup on? Like, talk to me nicely, sir. Do you see me? I am a wife. I am somebody's prize, okay? Teeth white, looking right, looking fine. So cute. Bye.